Hello and welcome to a new episode of 60 Seconds here at StartupTV. Today we have a really special edition because we have graduates from the Founder Institute. They just graduated yesterday, and so we will hear their stories or their ideas and what they came up with. But before we start with the startups, I met Adeo a few weeks ago, and he explained me a bit what the Founder Institute actually is all about. So check it out.
So the Founder Institute helps people who have a job or just beginning their entrepreneurial career launch a meaningful and enduring technology business. We do this in about 200 cities around the world, creating over 1,000 companies, close to 2,000.
Okay.
And lately we've been very interested in helping people who want to see the world change in a positive way, essentially looking at impact-based businesses. Now, of course, since we create so many companies, if you look at the portfolio, they tend to resemble the traditional things that you see in the city where we operate. So in New York, you see fintech. In a place like Los Angeles, you see a lot of media companies. And here in Berlin, you see actually a wide range of different companies, everything from blockchain to impact businesses, etc. But our goal in 2019 is to get as many of a third of our graduates to be working on mission-based businesses that align with the 17 UN Sustainable Development Goals.
All right, I hope that gives you like a short impression of what the Founder Institute is actually all about. Today we have the graduates from the Berlin chapter here. First startup, it's a Gingerguide, and they want to help travelers by discovering cities via personalization and curated content. So how they do that, let's find out. Your 60 seconds starts now.
All right. I love to travel. At least once a month, I'm out there exploring the world. One major problem I found while traveling is that travelers end up seeing only the top 20% of the city, while the remaining 80% offers so much more than that. It's very often that you just walk past by those places and don't even notice them. And even if you do notice them, you don't know the story behind them. You can change your whole perspective about that location and the city itself. We at the Gingerguide app found a way to found an AI that helps travelers by analyzing your past and current travel interactions and understanding what sort of a travel you are, and give you suggestions based on that data. When we combine this with our unique and curated content derived from the source's actual tour guides you use, you have your own personal trip guide with you wherever you travel. You can use this smart suggestion while creating your own trip, but we also got you covered when you're freely roaming in the city as well. The algorithm will detect if there's a location nearby you that fits your profile. It will send you a notification to check that place out. Currently, we're covering 5 major European cities with just the content, and we're currently developing the technology as well.
All right, thanks for the pitch. Can you explain it like a bit more, like from the user perspective? So how does it work? And so I'm now like in one of your 5 cities, and what the user get?
You can use it both ways. Well, you can use it while you're creating a trip. Like say when you're not there already, you can just finding out places that you can go. Based on your past interactions in your Gingerguide app, the algorithm will understand what sort of a travel you are. Let's say you like that sort of places, you like museums, you like art museums, you like horror museums or something like that, or you like that kind of parks. With the keywords we have installed inside the points of interests, it will understand what sort of a travel you are, and you say, okay, since you're like there, your trip guide, your trip list might include these places as well, which you'd like to add. It's one way to go. The other is like when you're freely roaming a city, you're not using your app at all, you're just discovering a city. The algorithm will detect if there's a location nearby you. It will send notification, okay, we got a new find for you, that's very interesting, just 100 meters away from you, since you went there, you definitely love this place. You just go there and also learn valuable information about those places as well. It's not going to be just going there, oh, okay, this is that. We also have information inside that we curated, unique, we just have one person just doing all this content. We have the same sources as the tour guides do. We curate our own information. Now you can learn interesting and valuable information about those places yourself.
What means curated? So where does that curated content come from? And like, I mean, they're like travel travel guides like almost as many as cities in the world. So like, what is your advantage to the travel guides and tools out there?
You mean as for the content or the whole app itself?
We are from in general. So why like a user should use your app instead of like, I don't know, like all the others?
Okay, among the travel companies, we are the only company that employs this smart suggestion technology, and we're really focusing on the discovery while you're traveling, not necessarily before you go, but we believe that traveler is like on the spot, spontaneous adventure. We believe that it should be treated as such. That's why we use the whole spontaneous adventure thing.
All right. And last question. So in which stage is the company? You mentioned you're already live in 5 cities, but
Yeah.
maybe like what's your stage and what are the next steps you're going through?
Our MVP currently covers 5 major European cities. Currently, we just have the content and not the technology. We currently figure out which places that our travelers, our users are most likely to go to. On the side, we're currently developing our technology as well, like the trip curation and the smart suggestion technology, which we think that is going to come live in a couple of months. And our app is only available on the iOS App Store for now. I'll be developing the Android one as well.
All right. Thanks for the pitch.
Thank you very much.
So yeah, I mean, if you want to hear more, give them a comment and give them a feedback about what you're thinking about the product. Next startup, it's ChipsTV, and they are a live streaming platform and integrating multiple all the multiplayer social games. So yeah, let's hear more about that. Your 60 seconds starts now.
Hello. So when people play PC games, they cannot see the reactions of fellow players. The best you get is voice chat, but you cannot see the faces of players, the rage, their smiles, their emotions. And on ChipsTV, up to 10 people can play and stream together. There is a game at the center of the stream with live videos of players surrounding it. So we will offer social games, arcade games, and board games. If you want to watch players, you can watch them, and if a seat is open, you can join. We want to bring the magic of LAN parties and party games to your screen, and we will release an alpha version in May.
All right. 15 seconds to go.
Yeah, join us for the alpha version. You can play with us, the creators, and I hope many will join.
All right. Thanks for the pitch. So, but I mean, I'm not like a super gamer, but like, what is the difference, for instance, between ChipsTV and like Twitch, for instance? I mean, there's like just one gamer, and you have like multiple gamers, or what are the difference there?
So Twitch and the other big competitors, they focus on professional streamers and on one streamer. There is the option for multi-site live streaming, but it's professional. You need up to 3 screens, external software, external games. So it's costly and takes a lot of time. And we focus on amateurs. We have everything integrated into the platform. So it's easy to set up. You just go on the platform and that's it.
And then you see, and can you describe it a bit? Like how does it look like? So I then see like all the up to 10 gamers on one screen, or?
Yes, the game is at the center of the stream, and the videos surround the game.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you need a big screen.
There's also games which you can play with 4 people or 2 people. But if it's 10 people, yeah, the video is a bit small. Yeah.
Okay. And in which stage is the company, or what are like your next steps to achieve?
So in May, we want to launch the alpha version, and yeah, take it from there.
All right. And what is? Do you already plan like a go-to strategy, or like what games or which areas you want to focus with?
So the #1 party game worldwide is Werewolf, and there's no possibility for Werewolf players to play with video. So we're going to market with Werewolf, and people will be able to play while seeing the other players.
All right. Thanks for the pitch. And yeah, if you like to play and want to see your competitors, other people there, then give them a try. Join the alpha version and definitely give them feedback to improve their version if there is any improvement needed. Next startup, it's Clean Code Culture, and they help tech companies unskill their creative and tech talent. So how that does work, and let's hear more about that. Your 60 seconds starts now.
Hey, thanks. So if you work with developers, you know they can be difficult from an economic perspective, certainly. So high demand on one side and return rates on another result in a low profitability. Also, there's the fact that you can't learn to be a good software engineer structurally anywhere. To put it another way, sports teams, they have coaches, but software teams, they only have a Scrum Master. So at Clean Code Culture, we bring the coaches to your teams, and your developers learn learn principles and practices of good software engineering, and they connect that with patterns of positive communication and collaboration. As an investment, this costs you about 5K per person, an average salary. Currently, there's an early bird of 3K available though. So this results actually in a much higher overall productivity of like 20 to 30%. That also helps with all other kinds of things, profitability, churn, and so on.
All right, thanks for the pitch. So also can you give us a bit more insights? How does that work? So how's this process for the company?
Sure. So it's an in-house in-person training. Kind of extensive over 3 months. So basically 1 afternoon a week. As I said, in-house in-person group of 10 people, and they learn to apply those principles and practices. They get paired, so they learn more about the communication and collaboration aspects.
And where are the coaches coming from? So you have a pool of coaches, or how does that?
Yeah, exactly. So to give you an idea, with 10 coaches, I could train about 2,000 developers a year already, and out of those 10, I already have 8 on board.
Okay, but then these 2,000 developers has to be like, hopefully, like in the same cities, like, or how are you covering when that's like in-house, in which cities you are active, or how you plan to cover that?
So some of my coaches are local, Berlin or Munich. Others say they're looking for anything in West Europe.
And can you summarize one more time, what is the benefit for the company?
So basically, we make your developers profitable. And since developers are a huge cost block for almost any tech company, that affects really anyone, we believe that's a huge driver to actually make you more successful.
All right, and last question also for you, in which stage are you, and what are like the next big milestones?
So we're already profitable with the first client starting trainings this month. And obviously, we're looking for more clients. Also, if you're VC with tech companies under your belt, we'd also love to talk to you as well.
All right. I mean, profitable sounds already good, so congratulations to that. So thanks for the pitch. And yeah, if you want to, or if you need a coach, or in your company, or you are a developer and think your company should hire one, then give them a try and let us know what you think about it. So not last, but next startup, it's a Craft Exchange, and they let customers find and buy small batch specialty drinks. So what this is all about, let's hear more about that. Your 60 seconds starts now.
So Craft Exchange is the online marketplace for craft beverages. So we enable customers to find and buy specialty drinks from small beverage producers of beer, spirits, wine, coffee, and soft drinks. Craft means that they are small producers. They are mostly local and independent, and they obviously produce smaller batches. So we give these tens of thousands of small producers a platform to become visible, to sell their products, and to also market themselves. Because their problem is distribution and reaching big audiences, mainly because of a lack of resources. But on the other hand, more and more customers want individual high-quality drinks instead of standard mass products from the supermarket, right? So we connect craft drink providers with a target group, and we create a platform to make this great variety of drinks accessible in one central place.
All right. Perfect on time. So, how do you get these craft companies, or how you explore them, and what is the, and I mean, I guess you are like just like then like an online shop, and you can, and the users can buy there and choose there between the different craft beers. So how you are like, do you curating that, or how you choose, and how you are like explaining what the craft taste is all about?
Yes, so our promise is that whatever you find on our platform is craft. And craft is defined as small producers, so small batch sizes. They have to be local, they have to be independent, not independent, but they have to be local. And usually you won't find these products in national retail stores. So it's really usually hard to find, difficult to obtain products. And to answer your first question, so our go-to-market strategy is to onboard those who already have online shops, those you would never find. So we want to give them this central platform where you can find them all. And as a customer, you can get not only beers, by the way, so it's not only craft beers, it's also spirits, coffee, soft drinks, and wines. So everything that was that's kind of, it's part of the craft movement, so small producers in general.
And who takes care of the logistic part?
It's a dropshipping platform, so we only provide the platform. We take care of customer acquisition, and so dropshipping means that the sellers ship the products directly to customers.
All right, and then the customers have to pay the extras on that, I guess.
Yeah, so it's like you would purchase products on whatever online shop. So you purchase the products, you have shipping fees. Obviously, at some point, there are no shipping fees anymore if you exceed a certain amount in your cart. Yeah, this is what we focus on, because for the first stage, there are already many of these small producers, they're able to ship products. They have a distribution in place. But you just wouldn't really find them, because SEO is hard. And what I meant with lack of resources, it's money, marketing costs. It's also marketing knowledge, to be honest. So craft is not only all these young creative players that you know here from Berlin. It's also the traditional breweries, distillers that have been around for centuries almost.
All right. And also last question to you, in which stage are you, and what are like the next big milestones you want to achieve?
We're currently in the onboarding stage, so the MVP, the platform exists. We're doing some customization work, we're working on the details, and we will be launching in 4 weeks from now. And yeah, so you can check us out end of April, beginning of May.
All right. Thanks for the pitch. So if you love craft beer, then wait 4 more weeks and then check the shop out and buy some craft beer, and let us know what you think about the platform and what you think about the products. So next startup, it's just Juno, and they develop an interactive storytelling app for young girls. So how does it look like and how does it work? Let's find out. Your 60 seconds starts now.
So thanks. So our mission is to empower young ladies to reach their full potentials through gamifications. How we do this? So our first product is a mobile game that highlights the story of real female role models in the country. The idea is to show these young ladies possibilities, that there are no standard of successful women, and that they too could achieve what these women have achieved. So on the mobile game, the players can pick a character of a local successful woman, and most importantly, they are also empowered to make decisions and to take the driver's seats to steer the course of the story. And at the moment, we are targeting millennials and Generation Z ladies, and we will launch our MVP this summer, this year, and we will be needing a lot of beta testers, so please go to www.justjuno.co to sign up, and we will keep you posted once the MVP is launched. Thanks.
All right, thanks for the pitch. So also there maybe like a bit more insights, how does that work, what the young girls then will have and can use?
So it's choose your own adventure format. So the young girls, they will be exposed to the stories of these local successful women, and then they will make decisions based on the stories. And by doing that, it will also give a safe environment for these young girls to make a bold decisions, to empower them to make decisions, and it's okay to make the wrong decisions because this is just a game.
Okay. And what's the goal behind it, and how are you creating these different kind of stories, or how is it built in the background?
So we will be using the real stories of female role models, the existing female role models, and the idea is by exposing the story of these women, it will inspire and motivate young girls to also follow the journey.
So they can then choose between different stories?
Exactly, yeah.
Okay. And with how many stories you want to start?
We will start with 2 stories for MVP, and then we will be doing a lot of iterations based on the test results.
All right.
Yeah.
And what's the, so you already said you will launch this summer, and what's then there, the monetization model, so how you want to make money?
It will be freemium, so we will get the revenues from advertising, and later in the final stage we will also provide in-app purchase like pay to unlock new characters or pay to skip the wait.
All right.
Yeah.
Then thanks for the pitch. And yeah, let's to test them out. You have to wait a bit more until the summer, but then check them out and please give them feedback about their product, because that's always really helps on the beginning. Now, last but definitely not least, we have Parametricos, and they aim to optimize construction processes worldwide. So let's hear more about that. Your 60 seconds starts now.
Thank you. So the biggest problem architects face is the lack of communication between their team and their clients. This results in design errors and most of the time no consideration of the surrounding environment or the community the project will go in. Parametricos is a web-based platform for the architect to collaborate and streamline their design process by simply uploading their 3D model on any map location on our platform. We provide them then with a data-driven dashboard to empower faster and better design decisions for the architect live on the platform. We then, in essence, we want to empower both the architect and their clients to be on our platform with better and faster collaboration tools to simulate the project in a virtual environment.
Okay, so thanks for the pitch. So is it mainly about like project management focused on construction tech, or what is like the main USP on that?
So it's mostly focused on the design phase of the building, not so much on the construction, to avoid the design errors at an early stage in collaboration with your clients and your team of architects.
Okay. And what's the difference to like other competitors and tools out there?
So we provide 3D maps live on our platform. So the architect is simply uploading their project and it's instantly visualized. That is not offered by other competitors.
All right, and then I guess it's like also a software as a service model, or what's the business model behind that?
Exactly. So it's a software as a service and subscription based for architects. We mostly target small to medium architectural offices, and it's per seat per month.
All right. Also for you, in which stage are you? What are like the next steps? You already mentioned you want to cover worldwide, but maybe what's like your market to go strategy?
Sure. So we are expanding our marketing campaign now in the United Kingdom. We are targeting, as I said before, the small to medium architectural offices, and we are launching in June, so in 2 months, and we are currently beta testing, and we would like to take on board more beta testers if they want to. All right.
Thanks for the pitch. That was already the pitches from the Founder Institute Berlin. Please give them a vote and give them a feedback what you're thinking about the ideas. That really helps. Since they're really early stage, they always are happy for feedback, I would say so, hopefully. Yeah, and before we finish this episode, we had a winner of the last episode, and that's projects, so congratulations to them, and we will cover them more in detail. That was already the show for today. I hope you enjoyed the pitches, and yeah, like I said, give them feedback and let us know, or let them know what you think about the idea. Until then, don't forget, do epic shit. Bye-bye.